Hey guys, this is the album reviewer guy here, doing another album review. Today, I'll be looking at the new Adelitas Way album, Stuck. This is the band's third studio album, and I did not hate their last two. They were pretty good. So let's see what this one has to offer. This album has 11 tracks, as well as 2 bonus tracks on the deluxe edition and 2 different bonus tracks on the Best Buy edition, but I'm only going to talk about the regular edition. And the album opens up with Dog on a Leash, the lead single off the album. It's a great song to open the album with. I've heard the song so much over the past few months, it's really grown on me. Then we get into Save the World, which has an intro that kind of reminds me of Prayer of the Refugee by Rise Against. And like in that song, that guitar part is repeated throughout the track. This song is good, but I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites. Then we get into Different Kind of Animal. That song doesn't really click with me. It's too bland as far as instrumentals go, and the vocals sound a bit uninspired. This song, basically, just a dud, really. Then we get into the title track, Stuck. Stuck is a bit of a slower song that features the same repeated guitar part over and over. Vocals don't really make up for this because they're a bit bland and boring as well. And this one's not a complete miss for the band, though, since the track does feature a solid riff, but that's pretty much all the song has going for it. Keep Me Waiting kind of brings me back into the album. It has a different feel than the other songs, which is always a good thing. This is another good one that's not necessarily one of my favorites, though. Undivided opens with a piano intro that leads into Rick's vocals and the rest of the instrumentals, and this is a bit of a softer track, but it's a great one without a doubt. This has to be one of the best tracks on the album, if you ask me. Then we get into Drive, which reminds me of the Incubus song, obviously. Just by the title, not the song itself. Anyway, it's a softer track, and like Undivided, it's also brilliant. The chorus is a bit simplistic, but the way it's presented vocally makes up for that. Not Thinking About Me opens with a guitar part that's similar to the ones used to open a couple other tracks on this album. It's not bad, but it's not good either. I mean, it's not all that good. It's alright, I guess. Then we get into Blur, which just sounds like another generic rock song to me. I listen to a lot of those, so I think I know what I'm talking about. I like quite a few of them, actually, but this one's mediocre at best. Something More opens with an orchestral intro. This track also features Rick's voice going into the higher octaves, which, yeah, sometimes it happens, but not too often. This is a more pop-sounding song, but it works. It works for Adelitas Way. I mean, this song is done very well. Even though it's not something you would expect from the band, it's not bad. It's pretty good. I really enjoyed this song. And finally, we have We Came, which has a much different feel than Something More. This is a very driving rock track, and it's not a bad song in the album width, that is, if you're listening to the regular edition, of course. Because if you're not, you got 2 more tracks to go. But, anyway, flow on this album is a bit interesting. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes not so much. I mean, sometimes the songs just don't, match up. And sometimes that doesn't really matter because it works sometimes. This album was a bit of a roller coaster for a little bit, but it's a solid release for the most part. Favorites: Dog on a Leash, Undivided, Drive, Something More. These favorites: Different Kind of Animal, Stuck. Overall, this album gets an 8 out of 10. It's another good release from Adelitas Way. Sure, it has a few duds. That's to be expected. Not every album can be perfect. But it wasn't bad. What did you guys think of this album? What do you want me to review next? Do you think I'll ever catch up? Let me know. Like me on Facebook, link down there. Ask me questions on AskFM, but link also down there. And well, I guess that is it for this video. That Album Reviewer Guy, signing off.